Welcome to day 90.
I'm a little dogmatic with how I think about resupply. In my head, I create a grid, and the grid is like calendar days. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll get us to Hanover. And then I divide the calendar days into 3 meals. So at the top here, we have our breakfast, lunch, and then the middle's lunches, and the bottom's dinner. So today, we're gonna hike out of here having had a nice meal somewhere in town. So that'll be our lunch, and we'll drink these on the way. And then for dinner tonight, see, this is what you do when you get to a grocery store. You gotta be a little bit creative. For dinner tonight, we're going to have a corn chowder with bacon, and the recipe calls for cream, so I'm gonna use mashed potatoes instead. And if it needs a little flavor boost, we'll throw some gravy in on it. Tomorrow morning for breakfast, like many mornings, we'll have Belvitas. Slider likes coffee. He likes mochas, so he's going to have his coffee with some hot chocolate we've got left over from last resupply. I'm going to be having this instant coffee, and I'll put it in a Ziploc bag before we leave. For lunch tomorrow, we'll have deli sandwiches, and we've decided we don't mind carrying bread out, so we're going to have sandwiches on onion rolls this week. We'll have tuna tomorrow, bacon the next day, and salami on the third day. Tomorrow night for dinner, we'll have good old ramen, and I hit the jackpot today. I was able to get some chicken meat in a pouch, so we'll have that for dinner too. And there's water in this, so it's a little bit heavy, but the flavor is so much better than the stuff in the flat pouches. And then for tomorrow, the last night's dinner out, I managed to get these at Dick's Sporting Goods. They were the 2 out of the last 3 meals they had at Dick's Sporting Goods. Now, is it 3,000 calories a day? No, it still comes up short, but we supplement when we're in town. We look at calorie counts. We go to a restaurant and they have the calories on the menu board, and we'll pick the highest calorie things we can find on the menu. The other way we supplement our meals is with snacks. We snack throughout the day. If we know we're on a climb, we might pop 100 calories of one form or another. 2 things we're not tired of yet are these Chewy bars and Rice Krispie treats. So that's one we really go to when we know we've got a climb coming up. Cheetos and Fritos are a good calorie supplement throughout the day. A lot of times we'll get into camp at night, and before we even start fixing dinner, we'll grab our bag of chips and just nosh down a couple 100 calories of chips. These peanut butter chocolate wafers are a new one for us, so we'll see how they hold up. These have 100 calories, and we know we love them. It's 100 calories per cookie, so that's a nice treat. Then I also got cashews and some freeze-dried strawberries. The cashews are because they come in at well over 150 calories per ounce, so it's a good high-calorie snack. The strawberries are just because I am craving fruit now like nobody's business. So we're waiting for Steamboat to take us back to the trailhead where we'll pick up where we left off yesterday. We have planned a 10-mile day today because basically for us that's a short day. We spent the whole morning getting our food together, getting our gear together, and we're ready for, we're going to be out for 4 days. At least that's the plan. Now, if you remember, Rock Flipper was taking zeros on different days than we were and then catching up, and he's decided to take a 0 here, so we'll wish him a nice restful day.
What was that?
I said the side back, the hikers scampering across the trail.
Bye, Steamboat! It is 1:15, and we are back on the trail. And thanks to Steamboat for getting us up here. And we're wishing Rock Flipper a day of rest and relaxation.
Rest, my friend. We'll see you soon.
Main Junction. That's where the AT and the long trail split up. Main, we're coming for you.
We're at the main junction, so long trail goes that way, AT goes that way. So we are headed to Maine.
Heading to Katahdin. We are strolling through Gifford Woods State Park, and all the campers are out. We can smell the campfires. Very pleasant.
We're about 2.5 hours in. We made it to Thunder Falls, which is about the halfway point.
And the next 5 miles will be the hard 5 miles. So we've had our break for the day. Now it's time to get to work. These falls are lovely. I wish I could collect this pool from the water and take it with me up the mountain. And we're starting the 2-mile climb that'll take us 1,700 feet. And I have to say I've been dreading this. It's warm and humid, so we'll see how it goes. I'll probably be sniveling very soon. Got a Jolly Rancher?
Sure.
How's my hair?
Looks brilliant. It's the Bug net protecting your dome.
Yeah.
Find out the name of this beast. Beast has no name. Whee!
How are we doing?
2.4 to go to get to the shelter. About an hour and 15 minutes. Should get there about 6:45. Plenty of sunlight to get our work done.
How's your day?
It was good. We started about...
It was.
Stop it!
Did you have the same day I had?
I did.
Because it was stinking hot.
It was hot. It was
Until we
hot
got
and
to
humid.
about 1,200 feet, and then the breeze kicked in, and it was lovely after that.
Yeah, we decided to hike in the hot half of the day today. So resupply this morning. We got our ride out to the trailhead.
So
about
today
1 o'clock.
was a Nero, but it was a Nero kind of opposite the average Nero. Usually we hike in the morning, and then we get into town and take the rest of the day as our Nero. But today, since we hiked longer yesterday, 17 miles, yesterday was not a Nero. We didn't have time when we got to town to resupply. So we resupplied this morning, and then we had our 10 miles this afternoon, and most of it was uphill.
Yeah, it was a screaming climb after the lake.
Yeah, the lake was pretty.
The lake was pretty. Thundering falls were really, really pretty. Lots of stuff packed into the first couple hours, and then we hit that hill.
Yeah, yeah. The hill took a lot out of me. It was a tough one. There are no chipmunks in this video so far, but I can assure you that this shelter is loaded with chipmunks. So even though you don't see Mr. Chipmunk, he's
here
in the
somewhere.
background. Yeah, yeah. He's looking after our peanut butter wrappers.
Yeah, I think I've seen 3 since we sat down. So
Yeah.
they're out there.
Yep. So we decided to not set up the tent tonight. We decided to stay in the shelter because there's a prediction of rain starting at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning and going till 9. And so we think we might just hunker down inside, and that's if the prediction is correct. The weather forecast has been correct less than 30% of the time.
And that's using 3 different sources of weather data. So it's just crazy. I think today, if we had been down in the valley watching TV, there would have been a heat alert, and they would have told people not to do strenuous exercise. But we decided to climb the side of a mountain anyway. But yeah, the weather forecasts have been notoriously inaccurate. But we just get as much information as we can and try to make informed decisions about what we do next.
I think we get better information from the comments from our friends who live on the East Coast than we get from the weather guessers.
Yeah, that's true.
So thanks for those of you who are trying to keep us up to date on the weather systems and the big tropical storms pushing through.
Other than that, today was all about just getting up to the mountain and getting into the shelter.
Yeah.
That job is done. Thanks for joining us.